We are talking about emotional intelligence, and let's focus on how fear of failure will sabotage the great leaders. I am Sue, your personal transformation coach. As small business owners, the small entrepreneur, there is a constant narrative battle within that says, what happens if I fail? How can I keep this going? That absolute fear of failure, because we've taken on responsibility for our clients, providing that service. We've taken on responsibility for our staff. We know that this is their livelihood. And we've taken on responsibility for our family, sustaining and providing a safe, secure future for our family. That is quite a bit you carry as the small business owner. And so add to that the imposter syndrome that says just now people are going to find out that I'm not good enough, that I don't know what I'm doing, all of these. And you find yourself in a mix of fear and doubt that is very difficult to break out of. So, how do you know that you have entered this management style that holds that fear of failure? It becomes a very destructive pattern in your management style. There will be micromanagement because you can trust nobody. You take responsibility for everything, and you are the only one that can see that it's done properly. That is what you tell yourself when you go into that micromanagement place. Secondly, you will find yourself with erratic and impulsive mood swings, because when you live on that knife's edge of constantly running the fear of failure, you will find that your emotional overload on fear and doubt and anger because things are not going right, you will find that so enormous that the slightest trigger will push you over into an eruption of this emotion that will overpower everybody around you. The third thing is we start blaming everybody outside of us. So it is the staff, it is the client, it is the supplier, it is the weather, it's everything outside of us we start blaming for where we are finding ourselves at the moment. And then lastly, eventually there will be an underperformance from our staff, because the result of this management pattern is that there is inevitable burnout for you, because you're never switching off. You are micromanaging everything. And now your staff are beginning to disengage because they no longer feel safe or valued. So what can you do to help yourself along this path? The first thing is to admit that your limiting and negative beliefs are running within you. Any belief, any story that you have about, any thought that you have about your business, there will be a belief attached to that. When those thoughts are negative, well, then there's a negative belief to it. If those thoughts are positive and creative and innovative, well, then there's a positive belief attached to that. It is important to recognize that it is only a narrative that you are running. Yes, something happened in your past. You are applying that into your future. You are living from your past into your future. And you are applying that past experience through your narrative, through the beliefs you formed. You're applying it into your future. And your self-sabotage happens because through that belief that you are running, that possible outcome that you are placing into the future, you are proactively acting in a certain way. Have you ever discovered people who create their own storms and you can sit in amazement? Well, this is exactly what's happening. We are creating our own storms by the negative limiting beliefs we hold and that we apply into the future, because behind that belief, there will always be behavior. And be very aware of the behavior that follows that micromanagement, not trusting people, not delegating, because that's one of the things that you can do as you are working with this limiting belief, this holding back story that you are telling yourself, is to start trusting your staff. Get their input. They in the field. They work with the people. They work with the clients. Even though their input is not really relevant to what's going on, there is a possibility that that input can trigger your creative problem solving, and that you can now find a solution to a problem that is running for your business currently. And it becomes very important to start delegating, to train people properly, to first of all find the right person for the position. My clients, so often when I say to them, what does that person look like? The person you want to employ. I have worked with clients who had staff turnover that was unbelievable, and that costs you money, until we worked with who will be the person that will fulfill that position. And look at the stories, the beliefs you run around that. Remember, this starts with you. You are the PowerPoint of your business. Work with those beliefs so that you can change the way you speak, you can change the way you act, you can employ different people that will be sustainable and profitable and that will bring value into your business, so that you can service the clientele that you are looking for. And remember, you cannot service everybody. Decide who you are going for, who will be your clients, and then become the best you can within that, and let go of those limiting beliefs. I wish you best as you move forward. Remember, master your beliefs and you will master your future. Be kind to yourself in this process. You are learning a new way, and we will chat soon.